Hey, so I created a longer yoga video that includes like a complete practice, which I'll send to you. But I just want to show you a few of the stretches in the video, just individually in a little bit quicker way. So, you can just kind of refer to this shorter video if you don't want to go through an entire like 45-hour minute long practice. So, um, first one I'm going to show you is called Sphinx pose. And by the way, before you start some of these poses, if you have like a folded blanket or like some kind of cushion, like a like couch, like a firmer cushion, like a couch pillow, or if you can get a hold of a yoga block or two, those would be great. Also, some kind of a strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can use a belt or a scarf, something like that. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is called Sphinx pose, and there's a few different levels. First, you're just going to come to your belly. Your elbows are going to come right underneath your shoulders, so your elbows are just kind of propping up your upper body, and you want to feel kind of like a moderate compression in your mid to low back. So if you're feeling a deep stretch here, you can stay here. If you're not feeling much of a stretch, you can prop yourself up on a folded blanket. So just bringing the elbows to the folded blanket, and that'll lift your chest up a little bit more. So making the back bend a little bit deeper. You can also use blocks. And then once you found the stretch that feels good, you're just going to collapse. So just drop the head and shoulders, allow the chest to drop, and just let everything just completely let go. And then you want to stay in this position for at least 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or even longer would be even better. So just the longer you stay, the more benefits it's going to have. And you're not going to actually, you might not start feeling the muscles relax until you're a couple minutes into the pose. So, just be patient if like you don't feel like anything's happening. You have to stay there and be patient and just breathe. Okay, so when you're ready to come out of that, then we want to do a counter stretch, just stretching things in the opposite direction. So you can stack the hands like this, bring the forehead to your stacked forearms, bend the knees, and then windshield wiper the legs side to side. Okay, so that's Sphinx pose. Couple forward folds that are good are caterpillar pose. So this one doesn't need any props at all. So just bring the legs out in front of you, a little bit wider than your hips, but not, you don't want to be in a straddle, but a little bit wider than the hips. And then from here, you're just going to just collapse into the pose. So tuck the chin, start rolling down, allow the head to drop, and then just use the weight of your body to come into this fold. So my muscles here are just completely loose. I'm not pressing into this at all. And after you've been here for a couple of minutes, again, you may start to feel the muscles in the low back starting to release. This is also a good stretch for the hamstrings too, if you have tight hamstrings. So as you feel the muscles beginning to let go, you can drop further into the pose, but don't push yourself there. Just let your body come there when it's ready. Then when you're ready to come out, after 3 to 5 minutes or longer, then just roll up gently. And then for counter pose, bring the hands behind you, press the chest up, the feet are flat on the floor, knees bent, and then you can windshield wiper the knees side to side. Good, so that's caterpillar pose, that forward fold, and then another forward fold that also gets into the hips is butterfly forward fold. So you're going to bring the soles of the feet together, opening the knees to the side, and then the legs are kind of in a diamond shape, so you don't want the feet real close to the body, but out a ways. And then just same thing as with caterpillar, you're just going to collapse into the pose. So rolling the chin toward the chest, let the head and shoulders drop. You can do whatever feels good with the arms. Rest the hands on the feet or alongside your legs, whatever feels good. And again, stay here 3 to 5 minutes. Longer the better. The longer you stay, the more benefits you'll get, and the more often you do this, the more your body is going to begin to release that tension and become more flexible. Okay, and then I'm going to show you a couple poses laying on the floor. So for these, you want to have your strap handy, and then also yoga block, or this is a cookie box, a cookie tin. So just something to support your back. But I'm going to start with the strap, just coming down to your back. You're going to hug in. We're going to start with the left knee, or hugging the left knee. Wrap the strap or your scarf or belt around the ball of the foot, and then just kind of allow the foot to relax into the support of the strap. So you don't want to be gripping this really hard and making tension in the arms and the shoulders. Just kind of keep hands on it to support. If you have a loopy strap, you can actually put your head in the back of the strap. This isn't quite tight enough for me. Your legs are a lot longer than mine are, so you might need a longer strap. You will need a longer strap to do that. But you can just stay here holding onto the strap. Stay here for a couple minutes or longer. And then a couple other stretches with the strap. I'm going to bring the strap into my left hand. Right hand comes to my hip. And then you can drop this out to the left. Again, stay there a few minutes. This is good stretch for the groin and that left low back, left hip. And then again, stay there as long as it feels good. Then bring it back up to center. Take hold of it with the right hand, and then you're going to cross it over to your right, coming into a twist. And then this one, you can just completely let go. Just let go of the strap. Your arms can reach up here if that feels good. So again, this is a really great stretch for the low back and then all these muscles around the spine. Good, and then coming out of that, back to center, hugging both knees, and then just do all of that on the opposite side. So just stretch up, then opening to the side. You can also extend this leg on the floor too. Don't think I did that on the other side. And then opening out to the side or keeping the knee bent, and then crossing over for a twist. But again, don't rush through the poses like I just did. Spend some time there. And then for the last pose, I'm going to show you a supported bridge pose. So this is best done with a yoga block. If you can get a hold of one, these are I think you can get them for $10 a piece. They're just foam blocks. Or I'll show you how I can do this with another kind of box. But I'm just going to take this way so that the longer side is perpendicular with my spine, and just put it right under my low back or my sacrum, and then just kind of hang out here. And this is just a really good passive supported stretch. This is no work at all, and it gives you such a nice stretch for the spine. If you want a deeper stretch, you can extend the legs like that. Again, if you don't have a yoga block, just any firm box that's about the same height as this. So this cookie tin is about the right height. So you can pad it up with a blanket or a towel or something, if it has like real, you know, if it's real pointy or sharp. And then I'm just gonna come down to my back again, lift my hips. You might have to come up on your toes to get it under there, and then just find a good place to rest it under your low back, and then just relax. Again, you can extend legs if you like. So that wasn't the best way to go out of that, but so hopefully some of those are helpful and feel good. And you know, if you have any questions about how to modify something, if something's not working, just let me know.